You're listening to the Weekly Frights. Good evening, my frightlings. Pull up a chair, straighten your tie, and try not to stare too long into the dark. Tonight's story doesn't take place in a crumbling mansion, or a cursed village, or even a forgotten battlefield soaked in blood. No! Tonight we're on a road, a perfectly ordinary road, well lit, frequently traveled, and bordered by a cemetery, because of course it is. This is a story told by police officers, cab drivers, bar patrons, and skeptical men who were absolutely certain ghosts weren't real, right up until the moment one opened their car door. This is the true legend of the Resurrection Mary. Now, just south of Chicago runs Archer Avenue, a long, flat stretch of road, the kind you would drive at night when your thoughts are wandering and your guard drops. Along one side sits Resurrection Cemetery, thousands of graves, endless rows of headstones, and a place where the dead are supposed to stay put. For nearly a century, people driving this road have reported the same figure. A young woman, blonde hair, a pale dress, sometimes white, sometimes light blue, standing alone near the cemetery gates. She looks cold, she looks lost, and she always needs a ride. The encounters are strangely consistent. A man driving late at night sees her walking along the shoulder. She waves him down. She climbs into the passenger seat. She never speaks much, sometimes not at all. If she does talk, her voice is soft, polite, old-fashioned. She asks to be taken north toward Chicago. Often she mentions she's been at a dance. And here's the part that makes men uncomfortable when they tell the story later. She doesn't breathe. She doesn't shift in her seat. And the car gets noticeably colder. You'd think this kind of thing would be dismissed as a drunken fantasy, except for one problem. Police reports. Chicago police officers on record have claimed to see her. Some say they stopped to question her, assuming she was a runaway. One officer reported to place his coat over her shoulders. His hand passed straight through her. She disappeared seconds later. That officer resigned shortly afterwards. Not officially because of ghosts, of course. No one ever quits because of the dead. They quit because they can't shake the feeling anymore. Most historians believe Resurrection Mary was a young woman killed in sometime in the 1930s. She had been dancing at an Old Henry ballroom, a popular spot for young people on the South Side. She never made it home. Decades later, a damaged gravestone was discovered inside Resurrection Cemetery. It bore the image of a young woman in a flower dress, and the name historians believe to be Mary. The strange part, the iron bars of the cemetery gate were bent outwards, as if someone had pushed through them from the other side. Mary hasn't stopped hitchhiking. Sightings continue in the modern era. The 1970s, the 80s, the 90s. Different cars, different men, same girl, same dress, same ending. One cab driver claimed that she left muddy footprints on his seat. Another swore she hummed an old swing tune, one that hasn't been played since before World War II, and every single witness tells the same detail. She always disappears near the cemetery because home is where the heart is, even when it stopped beating. Some people say Mary is looking for a ride she never finished. Others say she's replaying the last night of her life over and over, like a broken record spinning eternally in the dark. Or maybe she just wants company. After all, eternity is a long time to stand alone by the roadside. And if you think she's harmless, ask the men who still won't drive Archer Avenue after midnight. So if you're driving late one night and you see a pretty girl in a pale dress standing by the cemetery gates, go ahead. Be a gentleman. Stop the car. Offer her a ride. Just don't be surprised when she leaves without saying goodbye. After all, some passengers don't need a destination. They already arrived. Sweet dreams. If this story stayed with you, good. Follow the channel. Subscribe for more true hauntings, legends, and whispers from the dark. Because some stories don't end when the episode does, and neither do we.